This is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4 book cover. Samsung case. Okay, so coming in. So the Samsung Galaxy Tab S4 is now my favourite new tablet, especially whenever you get it the right way around. There you go, that's the right way around. However, it is an absolute fingerprint magnet and it feels incredibly fragile because it's very slippy. So you need to put it in something, and I'm not going for that keyboard folio thing because I've got a Bluetooth keyboard and it doesn't have a trackpad, but my Bluetooth keyboard does. That kind of caper, so I've gone for the official Samsung Galaxy Tab S4 10.5 inch SMT830 to SMT835 black book cover. 2 viewing modes. It's a pretty hefty sum, I have to say. It's £35 or so, depending on where you pick it up. But I've used these book covers on my previous 3 Samsung Galaxy Tabs, and I'm a big fan of them because they're very low profile and they're very nice. Right, so we have these different configurations, and I have noticed that overall the book covers that I have had, they've configured differently, so you don't quite get used to flipping it open. A bit like an iPad cover, they have different folds in different places. So this has 2 viewing modes, a detachable pen holder, and all-round protection. And I'm busting to get this out because I've been using the Tab S4 for the last week without protection, and I've been terrified something's going to happen. So this is it. Obviously we have a pen holder here, which I was hoping is actually detachable, but it doesn't seem to be. But it might prove useful in the long run. It's not leather, it's a texture of types. Not an unpleasant texture in any way. It's very soft on the hand, very, very grippy, and also it's not fingerprinty, or it doesn't feel like it'll get sweaty. I know that sounds odd, but my Tab S2 one, it started to feel a bit warm, and that it was attracting the heat whenever I was using it. So I ended up putting it down. This feels like it's not going to get warm under the hand too much. Bit of an odd quirk, but it's something that bothers me nonetheless. We get a nice piece of foam inside, and this warranty card was in that piece of foam, which says something about consumer rights. Aha, it is detachable. Right, so we can't take this off. Thank goodness for that. So that just fits on in a very simple little clip there, and this is just a pen top with a bit attached to it. But it's good that you can take it off, so you don't always have to take your stylus with you, thankfully. Okay, so we can take this bit of plastic that they printed on, as opposed to a piece of paper, a bit of really sticky plastic. And in here we have a nice kind of soft back to it, and there are 2 obvious rectangles cut into it. And maybe that is for a little bit of heat dissipation or something. It's difficult to say. I know the processor is over this side of the device because under intense use it heats here a good deal, and perhaps this is where the battery is, and then this little channel around here allows the air to flow a little better. That's probably what that is. Or it could be a design thing and I'm just full of crap. Then we have a hole here for the camera, which is useful for taking pictures through, and then there's little bits of plastic on it to stop them getting scratched in transit, but there's little bits of plastic and a long piece of plastic down here for putting your tablet into. So we'll just take these off, and it all looks quite fantastic. Right, This has 3 folds on it. There's one little one and 2 big ones. Well, we'll stick it in. We'll put it all together so it's the complete combination. The stylus connector isn't the easiest to put on again once you've removed it, which is a little concerning because I'm not 100% I've attached it correctly. It looks alright right now, but there's a little bit of movement. It was easy enough for me to take off, but I'm guessing whenever I have the tablet in, it'll hold it firmly in place, hopefully. And it sleeps in quite nicely. Right, okay. Right. Okay. I didn't push it hard enough. There's a little clip at the bottom that you push it into, and it's firmly in there. You can't take it out without having to apply a little bit of pressure. It's not to say that it won't come out, depending on what you happen to be doing, but it's still a little bit of reassurance. Okay, so configuration wise, we can do this and that, or oh, let's come away. That and that. That's for writing on. Well, it does seem to be fairly sturdy, so you could doodle away. No, okay, maybe not. Aha, I just hadn't this pushed up. As soon as I pushed it up, I felt almost the magnets pull it into place, and there we go. Now we can doodle away as we see fit, or consume media, or play a game, or type on the keyboard. Yeah, it all looks really quite nice, and I guess you could just do that as well, which is the easier way around to do it, which is actually what they show in the illustration. Is just it's configured that way and that way, so the screen just rotates. Yeah. Okay, so it turns it into a really quite nice book type affair, as you would guess from the title of the folio. The camera is way in there. You can see just how thick the back is. Actually, it's a good few millimeters thick, so the camera, despite its slight bezel, is buried in there, but it's not a wide angle or anything like that, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. You can see there's quite a bulbous bit here for where this fits in, but altogether it's a really nice combination, and it just gives you that little bit of extra reassurance. If you were to drop it, the corners are protected as it says, with full roll round protection. This bit here, there's quite a nice line. It's good. Well, it's about 1 millimeter behind the edge of the screen, but I guess depending on what way you drop it, you could clip this bit here. So it is possible to just pull that back a little if it was to fall. But it's a lot better protected than it was, and it makes it a lot more grippy, so you're less likely to drop it with this cover on it. Okay, so that is the official Samsung Tab S4 book cover, and it's really quite nice. I feel a lot better with it on the tablet, and less likely to break it. Alright, so let me know if you have any questions in the comments box down below. Hit that subscribe button if you fancy. Remember to tune in to the Tech Addicts podcast, and as always, take care.